All right, we're a little early. I'm at an undisclosed location tonight. Hoping that we can have better internet. See what we can't do about some lighting. There we go. All right, Efren. Efren's in the house. Okay. Give me 1 second, guys.
The search is over.
Turn some of this down so I can see the comments. There we are. Steve, Efren, Misty, Christopher, Preston, Jared, James Schaefer, James Holloway. Hello, everybody. Big Kid. Christmas is upon us. That is a fact. Hello, Steven. Ball Hog. Merry Christmas, everybody. Hi, Mom. Bob. How's my feed, you guys? Got an ambulance making a racket. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Cool. Well, I am just down the street from my house, like a few hundred yards, where I found some quality internet. Hello, Ronald. Duluth, Georgia. Jonathan, David Gray, Michael Hatfield. We got a bunch of folks in here tonight. That's great. There's a ton to talk about. I mean, if you guys want to talk about the tournament, I'm game. Picked up the Panoptics bundle thing at the Bass Pro Shops right before Thanksgiving. What's up, John? Kind of letting it. I am early. I don't know. I'm about 6 minutes early, but I saw people were waiting online, so I thought I would start now. Well, happy birthday to everybody in December. That was very nice, Ball Hog. I am about 80% installed on the Panoptics right now. I cut it short to get this stuff going. I didn't do a whole lot. I was really tired. This week. I don't know why, but I've had that thing for 2 weeks now, and I'm finally installing it. It'll be done tonight. I'm going to use it tomorrow, weather permitting. There's some chaotic weather heading this way. As long as it's not raining, I'll go out. Yeah, Milliken weighed in about 5 minutes before we did. The guy's a hammer. That is a fact. He didn't do very well in the finals, but I think he was third place at Bull Shoals and had big fish. Now 5.5 is big at Bull Shoals. There's a lot of 2 and 3 pound bass in that lake. Five pluses are hard to come by. Hey, Doc. Hey, Gizmo. Misty. Yeah. Jay. Cheers, everybody. Mind you, I'm not driving, so I don't want anybody to think I'm drinking and driving. I'm just basically at the end of my street. If it gets out of control, I'll have Tabitha drive me home. Hey, Randall. Yeah, they did. That dude's a swim bait artist. That's not in my repertoire, but I'm gonna learn. We're about to find out if I can make fish chase a swim bait with the Panoptics. Hey, Brian. Yeah, I'll tell you what, that tournament, it was an education. And I learned a lot. I know what I would do different next time. I would not. There's all kinds of leaves blowing around. It freaked me out. I would not pre-fish any of the areas that I wanted to fish in the tournament, especially the ones that are my spots that I typically go to that I know hold fish. I did it in the tournament anyway, but I might have set hooks and fish that weren't going to be interested a day or two later. That was a big mistake, I think. Other than that, I mean, I did what I could do. We did as good as half the people at the event. 50 or so boats didn't weigh fish at all. And getting a limit, there weren't, I mean, there was probably 100 limits, but 250 boats, we finished right there in the middle. And for a first go around, I didn't feel like it was that bad, but it hurt. It stung because of, I know I can catch, not big fish, but bigger fish than we caught in the tournament. The lake's full of 2.5, 3 pounders, and actually 5 3-pounders would have beat Milliken. And they're in there. I do it all the time. So that hurt. Hey, Jay. What's up, Steve? Matt? Yeah, I doubt there's going to be any policemen coming to the end of my street. I've never seen one in a year and a half, but I live in the woods. I live on the northwest side by K-Dock, it's called. I'm about 15-20 minutes from Branson, out in the country. In fact, the neighbor just put 20 cows on his property next door. I know the fish are there, man. I was foolish. We should not have practiced there. Nobody was fishing there. Not during the practice, not during the tournament. It was a rookie mistake. I'll tell you that much. Hey, Wendy. Oh, so they're down by the Peel Ferry. That's for me in the boat. That would probably take me about an hour and 20 minutes. Probably about 35, 40 mile boat ride. $180. In the video, they call it out. That's pretty cool. I don't know if you watched that video, Matt, but I did film the tournament. Yeah. I mean, it was as professional as a bass tournament could be. I mean, no doubt. I mean, first place in the qualifier was 50 grand. I talked to some people, though. there's a bunch of stuff going on with that. I talked to a dude that works at the Branson Bass Pro Shops that was disqualified 20 minutes into the tournament because his wife had to go to the bathroom. Crazy. That was, I didn't know that. I'm glad I didn't have to go to the bathroom because I didn't even think about that, honestly. Then the people that won or not, that did not win bull shoals but finished like in the top 20, I forget their names. I probably don't want, they live around here, so I don't want to stir up any shit with them, but evidently the guys that qualified at bull shoals that were leading day one at the big tournament got disqualified. They got caught on the lie detector on a question about if they had received help. And apparently they did. Somebody called them and told them where to go fish because they were struggling. And they were leading day one. That sucks. What's up, Todd? Pair from Alabama. I think they're from Alabama. Won the whole thing. The kid was a 3-time All-American bass fisherman in college, which he's probably pretty slick. And rumor has it for the last decade before Aaron Martins passed away, that was his understudy. So that kid is as close to professional as you're ever going to get. I'm pretty sure he turned pro the day after the tournament. You know, $500,000, a truck and a boat at 23 years old. You got a lot of money there to play with to go fishing. Oh yeah, I'm having beverages, Matt. Couple Blue Moons and a little bit of Fireball. Anyway, I am giving away some gift cards tonight. And before I get carried away, I'm going to give one of these guys away. If Glenn Edwards is watching, yours will go out in the mail tomorrow. But anyway, you guys, I'm pretty sure all of you that are on here have seen this before. If you haven't, this is my MJB Spook made by Shanka Lures right here. Steve Miller, he's on here. He was my partner at the tournament. But this is, in my opinion, the deadliest lure that I have. These are brand new. I've never used this. I have some, courtesy of Steve. But if you guys are interested in buying these lures and many, many others, whatever you can dream of, if you want one with your favorite football team, basketball, hockey, whatever you're into, they can fashion it. But honestly, this is the one. I'm going to give one of these away tonight, and I'm giving away 3 $25 Bass Pro gift cards. Christina, what lure did I catch my fish on in the tournament? I caught one, our biggest fish, the smallmouth, that I caught was on a Spro rock crawler in a crawdad pattern. And the other 4 fish were caught on this. I will definitely take a fireball sip for you. 100%. Order small. Yeah, Todd, that's a lie. I know that's a lie. Did anybody take advantage of the Carl's Bait and Tackle Cyber Monday sale where everything was $1? I'd be lying if I say I didn't try. I did get refunded all of my money. But I woke up at like 3:30 in the morning on Monday. I wasn't feeling very good. I got up, made some coffee, sitting there at the computer watching some videos, and about 5 in the morning, I remembered that I wanted to see what their dollar item was for this week for the sale. And I click on it and everything. I mean, I'm starting to look at stuff and I'm like, $1. Rods, reels, everything in the store was $1 or 70 cents. Well, I put together a package that was about $265. So roughly 265 items. I figured something was wrong, and it was, and they corrected it. But I didn't know if it was a special. At 5 in the morning, I thought I and everybody else, because things were disappearing like that. And I'm thinking, I'll have giveaway items for the next 10 years. But, you know, it was obviously too good to be true. Becky's on here? I didn't see Becky. Well, hello to the Matthews. Ah, dude, there was all kinds of people. It wasn't long before it was all over Facebook. And, you know, it was what it was. I kind of knew that it was too good to be true, and but, you know, you throw it against the wall and you see what sticks. I am a big fan of Carl's Bait and Tackle. I do support what they got going on. They have great deals. They take care of their people, and the shipping's extra fast. But that's just the way that was. Now, starting in, you know what? Hold on, you guys. Let's give away a gift card. I'm going to give one of these away right now. $25 gift card to Bass Pro Shops. I have my pen, courtesy of Bob Mustafa. This is a custom pen. I love it. It's got a good weight. But we're going to give that away right now. Give me just 1 second, you guys, to... Okay. Real quick, I'm going to answer Justin's question. Justin, Mark, what's the thinking behind wanting a new boat? I love my boat. I absolutely love my boat. But I want to do more tournament fishing. And one thing, I mean, I learned a lot at the tournament, but one big thing that I learned was that we spent probably 25% of our time on the motor. Had I had a boat that had, you know, 150 plus horsepower, I would have had an hour and a half more fishing time. In big tournaments on big lakes, on any tournament on a big lake, speed is a premium. I don't care what anybody says. On a small lake, it doesn't matter. But when you're talking about lakes that are 80 miles long, 50, 60, 80, 100, speed is of the essence. You can get to where you need to go like that. And it's something that I've been building up to this. And this is what I want to do. So in order to compete at that level, you got to have speed. Period. That's my thinking. Do I want to sell my boat? No, I really don't. I'd love to keep it, but it's, you know, it's easy. This boat is easy to move around. I can launch it anywhere I want. I can launch it on a bed of rocks. I can take it into 14 inches of water and fish where other glass boats, like if I bought one of those glass boats, I would never do that. But it'd be a great first boat for Drake and Maggie. Maggie wants to fish, and you know, they're both fair weathered though, and I don't blame them. They're kids; they don't really get it yet. I don't want to take them out there and 40 minutes into it, it's raining a little bit, and they want to go home. They'll get to a point where they want to persevere through that weather, and I'm not going to force them to do that. But this boat would be a great boat for the kids when they get to a point where they can take it out by themselves. But I feel like I'm at a point in my fishing that I can compete, and I need the tools to do that. So my thinking on the whole boat thing and upgrading a boat is that's where my head's at. Hey, Carol. Yes. Is it Kai Scoggins? I'm sorry. Is it Kai? Yeah, James, but most tournaments, you're not allowed to fish anywhere near the ramp. Yeah, Jonathan scored on a boat. And you guys, that's the other thing. I don't have it like that to just go buy an $80,000 boat. So if I buy one, it's probably going to be around 30 grand or less. It's going to be 4 or 5 years old. And there's deals. If you're patient and you're not in a big hurry, you can find these boats loaded with everything on them for less than 30 grand. You don't have to pay 80 or 50 or 40. So you just have to make sure, you know, when you're buying a boat, you're buying the motor. If you buy a boat with a motor that's bad, you're hosed. So you want to really make sure the motor is proper on whatever you buy. Okay, Kai. Yes. So, okay, Kai, I'm going to answer this last question. I'm giving away a gift card. So, Kai, yes, starting probably late January and every month following that, except for May or June, we're in the middle of putting together a big tournament in Wisconsin. Details will follow. We are looking at putting together a major event at Lake Fond du Lac, which is about 2/3 north of into Wisconsin. And Misty Miller is working diligently on securing what we need to do that. And we are trying desperately to do that. If we can do that, that'll be in partnership with the Wounded Warriors Foundation. And we are really trying to make that happen. If we can pull this off, it'll be a big deal. But to answer your question, we're looking at doing a monthly event in the southern Missouri area between Lake of the Ozarks, Grand Lake, Beaver Lake, Bull Shoals, Taneycomo, Table Rock, Palm de Terre, and Stockton Lake. We're probably going to do like a series and have a championship later on in the year in the fall. And anybody's welcome. I don't care what kind of boat you have. Just be an awesome person. That's all you got to be. And you know, that's kind of what we're looking for. Hey, Michael. Yeah. But yeah, so I will be probably around Christmas. I'll post the date for the first tournament. They're all going to be on the Missouri Regatta site. My phone number will be on there. And basically you have to apply for any tournament in any body of water. It doesn't cost anything. It's just a formality. But I will definitely update the Recreational Fishing Club page, my page, and the YouTube page when we pick dates. And you know what? If you can come in January and you can't in February, great, or vice versa. There's no pressure to come and fish these events. These are just fun deals. Get together with like-minded people that like to fish. And not all of these are going to revolve around money. Okay. If you want to make a side bet, there'll be people that are interested in that, and there's people that aren't. But that's one big question I have is we've tried to put together some bigger tournaments, and the majority of the people, it boils down to money. What if I were to ask you guys, what dollar amount would you like to see these events being held? I'd love to hear it. Yeah, please tell me. Like, I don't care. I want to get as many of us together as I can. So whatever the dollar amount makes sense. If it's $0, that's fine. I mean, we've had some tournaments. The big tournament we had in May was $200 a boat. It was a charity event, but it was 100% payback. The money that was raised for the charity stuff came from other places. So there's that. But all right, enough of this. Under $100. See, and that's what I was thinking for these small events, monthly events. $100 a boat, 50 bucks a person. And we could even do something like $80 goes into the prize pool and $20 a boat goes into big fish. So, you know, this is really good feedback, you guys, to try to grow this. It was pretty discouraging to put together, you know, some events and some major places that, you know, they're destinations for fishing, and you get like 10 people committed. So there you go, Jonathan. I mean, we're right in that ballpark. So around $100. And I think that's what we'll shoot for, and we can adjust. But what I can say is the tournament that's happening in Wisconsin, we're going to make that a 2-day event. Okay? It's going to be 2 days of fishing regardless of how you do the first day. It'd be total weight for 2 days. If we can make this happen, that's the goal. But enough of that. I like that idea, Matt, by the way. Okay, you guys are distracting me. I got to give something away. Okay, before I do this, I'm going to give you guys a minute. If you have not liked and commented in the video about this giveaway, I'm going to give you 1 minute. Right now I have 50 comments. How many people are on here? 52. If you're interested in winning a $25 gift card from Bass Pro Shops, I have 3 of them to give away tonight. Go comment and like in the video that brought you here. Got about 30 seconds. And please hit the like button. It does help a lot, you guys. Something else that helps a lot. You got about 10 seconds. If you guys watch my videos, please watch the commercials. That's how I get the money to do this. If you don't want to watch the commercials, just let them play and go get some coffee or go to the bathroom. All right, here we go. I'm going to update the comments. I have 52 unique commenters. It was 50 before I said that. So this is for a gift card, you guys. Wendy Blackstock, my aunt. She is a loyal follower. She has been on here the entire time. Did you see that? All right. Congratulations, Aunt Wendy. Now, let me get back you guys real quick, okay? I smash the like button. Yeah, what does it hurt you guys to hit the like button? James? That's a great question, Mr. Holloway. I think maybe we do a crappie only event. We could do a crappie event for sure. I mean, we could do a walleye event. Something I learned too from the first tournament that we did, I will have a female division. Okay. There will be female big fish. There will be, if there's a female team, there will be a prize for a female team. Those are things that I didn't think about that and it's a learning curve. When you do this the first time, you don't think of all these little things that do make a difference in longevity and getting a bigger audience or a bigger participation. Yes, live scope is going to be helpful, Todd. I need to learn how to use it. Different species, a great idea. All of the lakes, every one of them, for the exception of Taneycomo, are crappie lakes. You could have a crappie tournament in any one of these lakes. A couples tournament, okay. Mr. McDermott, yes. Every month, January, February, March, April, May. We might take a month off around May, June, depending on the dates for this Lake Fond du Lac tournament, but there's going to be a tournament 11 months starting in January till next December, we're going to do one a month. The Lake Fond du Lac one's going to be the big one. If we can squeeze... Okay, here's the deal, you guys. If Lake Fond du Lac, we can't put that together the way we want to, and when I say that, Misty and I spoke about this the other night. If we can't get major sponsorship and major participation, we're not going to do it. We will probably do another big event at Table Rock if that doesn't work out around June. So that's kind of what we talked about. Table Rock's a destination. There's a ton of places to stay. There's a ton of things to do besides fishing. So I want Wisconsin to work, but if it doesn't, we'll put together something big at Table Rock, and whoever wants to come can come. Yeah, I know, Todd. That's how far it is. I think for us, it's 12 hours. But the potential for sponsorship in Wisconsin is huge. And I mean big. Big enough to make a difference. Who pays for the fishing is therapy. No, my internet sucks in the garage, Steven. I found a place just down the street, kind of on a slope, where I get 4 bars. Yeah, there's no lakes in Kansas I want to go to. I'm just kidding. I've never fished in Kansas. Yeah, I mean we're trying to build an audience, KS fishermen. I am not against fishing in all those states. I am against fishing in Kansas and Nebraska until May. It's too damn cold. Michigan, yes. Jim and Becky, next summer I am going. I would love to meet you at Navy Pier and have a fishing tournament in the Chicago River. Anybody that wants to get on board with that, I'll be there. Probably in July. I tried to do one in Tennessee. Nobody wanted to go. I tried to do one at Lake Cumberland, like of all places, right? I even went and scouted it out with Christopher Lawrence. It was an amazing, I had a great time. I want to go back. I will go back there. Lake Cumberland is a lot like Bull Shoals. It's the same kind of lake. A lot of ledge fishing. Depending on the level of the lake, you can find bushes and stuff, trees in the water, but it's pretty much the same lake. I just had some Fireball, Jared. Were you reading my mind? Yeah, Todd. No, we're coming to Tennessee, Todd. Let's yeah. I would love to go fishing in Memphis. I don't have a flak jacket, but maybe Todd could provide one. Okay. I've been told the best time to go to Chickamauga is in late spring, so I'm probably going to go there in March or April. I haven't talked to those guys since after the tournament, but I'm going to keep in contact with them. I'm probably going to fly there if I go there. They told me don't bring anything. They have everything. I'll just get on a plane and go to probably Knoxville and go fishing. Minnesota is iffy. I know there's 10,000 lakes there, right? But there's also 10 billion mosquitoes. The suspicious vehicle stop live on YouTube will be great. Yeah, I'm about 300 feet from my house on a slope. You got to remember, I live by a farm. Matt, I saw Elon Musk launched 300 some 36 satellites the other night, something to that effect. It was getting a little hot in the truck. I had to open the door. Yeah, I put in for the beta to be a beta, whatever, host, or I don't know what you call that. Beta test for Starlink, and I didn't get picked. Hold on, you guys. I'm writing. All right. Let's give away another gift card. We're giving another $25 gift card away. No, it's hot. It's humid. It's really humid. So, real quick, again, there's more people online right now. So, if you did not like and comment in the video that brought you here, I'll give you 1 minute to go do that. Yeah, you know what sucks? If you go down by where the tournament was in Lead Hill, Arkansas, they have 5G on the lake. My house, not so much. Because it's all farmland. There's not... Bull Shoals is very sparse as far as people living on the lake. At least on my end. If you go down by Lead Hill, you'll see more people kind of around the lake. But where I'm at, there is not a lot of people to warrant that. But if they want to put a cell tower up in my yard, my other lot, I'll go ahead and take the vig on that. Anytime, Matt. All right. I'm going to go check out and see if we have any new unique commenters. You got about 25 seconds to like and comment on the video that brought you here, notifying you of this giveaway. All right, this is for a $25 gift card to Bass Pro Shops. Here we go. The Florida Outdoorsman. Let's see if he's online. I honestly don't recognize the Florida Outdoorsman. Anybody? Is the Florida Outdoorsman online? Yeah, and you guys, please hit that like button. We have 46 likes and 53 people on. If we could get to 50 likes, that would be great. I appreciate it. I guess I would have to... All right, well, I'm going to give him 8 seconds. All right. Next, we now have 53 unique commenters. There was 52 when I did this. Here we go. James David? Is James David online? We haven't had this problem in a long time. Some of you people that were on like 2 years ago, we'd have to go through like 8 people. Thank you everybody that liked this video, by the way. Is James David in the house? James David. For those of you that are joining in live right now, if you want to win something, go to the video I made talking about this giveaway and like and comment, and you'll have an opportunity to win. It's supposed to start raining here. 51. Thank you. Thank you everybody that liked this video, by the way. I'm not seeing James David. All right, what are we at? 10 seconds, James David, and I'm going to give this to somebody else. Okay. Here we go again, you guys. It's been rare we've had 2 people. Now we have 55 unique commenters, but only 52 are online. So, I don't care about the Kohl's ad. Okay. For a $25 gift card at Bass Pro, you guys. I can't. Mom, I'm sorry, you can't win. Mom, I don't care what Matt says, you can't win. D-back, my house is right there. Like I'm literally at the end of my driveway. Trust me. Everybody has acreage. I'm not like in a city. All right, Mom. You've won a $25 gift card. I've been strong-armed. People are going to start thinking this is rigged. All right. I would have done it. You know what, Matt? I was going to do that tonight. Tabitha and the kids went down to the Branson Landing for the Branson Parade Christmas thing. You don't want to be down there tonight. It's a freaking zoo. That's why I could only drive 300 feet away from my house. She's not going to be back. What time is it? She's probably not going to be home till 7:30, so. Worst case scenario, I just walked 100 yards from the mailbox to my house. Mailboxes are right there. All right. All right, we're going to give away the spook. You guys, I know you probably get tired of hearing me talk about this, but this lure has been a game changer in my fishing. An absolute game changer. And I've never caught more big fish in my life consistently than with this lure. So I'm going to give that away right now. And once again, that's made by Shanka Lures, Steve Miller, who's on this feed right now. If you're interested in any of his lures, they're on Facebook, or you can reach out to them directly. They'll send you pictures. They can make anything you want. So let's give it away. We got 57 unique commenters now. The thing about hold on, let's give it away. I don't want to lose my thought. Here we go. This is for the spook. John Hall. John Hall. Are you online, John Hall? The wind is picking up out here in the sticks. Is John Hall online? Awesome. Congratulations. We got a winner. John Hall for the spook. Now, during that giveaway there, my mom texted me and wants me to redraw you guys. She wants to give it to one of you. So, this is not for me. This is for my mother. I'm going to give away that $25 gift card that my mom won. She wants to give to one of you. So this is from my mom, not from me. All right. 57 commenters. Here we go. This is for a gift card. Johnny Bardsley. Is Johnny Bardsley online? Now, let's see. I have my aunt's address, of course. I dropped my paper. John Hall, Johnny Bardsley, reach out to me. Please email me your address at mjbfishingllc@gmail.com so I can get these sent out to you. Again, it's MJB Fishing LLC at gmail.com. I haven't. Oh, all right, Johnny. You won the $25 gift card. If you'd rather have a spook, I can do that. Would you rather have a spook or the gift card? It's up to you. I will tell you that spooks are more rare than the gift card. The spook is, I want to say it's 3.5 or 4 inches. I really don't know. By the way, it's not white, it's pearl. I think that's the key. So, Johnny, you want, okay, so Steve just reiterated. Johnny, did you want the spook or do you want the gift card? I don't know. I'm going to ask one more time. Do you want the gift card, Johnny, or do you want the spook? You can have one or the other. You want the spook? I think Johnny's had more fireball than I have. Okay, Johnny wants a spook. Okay, we're all caught up, you guys. Back in the day when I was all in the house and had proper internet, I had Baby T writing all this stuff down, so I got to keep track of it myself now. Gizmo wants picks. Who's on first? I don't know. I just used to try to get to third base every time I went out at night. All right. That's what I keep telling her, Steven. Now, these do come in a 6-inch version. They do come, and they'll have a 3 hooks on them, not 2. But I'm here to tell you the 4-inch version is where it's at. Now, we got one more gift card to give away tonight. I want to talk about something though. I'm astonished every day when I look at this YouTube stuff and I see all the questions, all the comments, and 99.9% of it is positive and kind-hearted, and I am so eternally grateful for the last almost 4 years that we've been doing this. And I have a tiny channel. It's tiny, in comparison to YouTube. But we're real close to 1 million views on YouTube. Real close. And I've been trying to think about something big to do for like 1 million views. And I'm thinking of giving away a trip to come out to my house and fish with me for 2 days. So a long weekend, fly in on a Friday, leave on a Sunday or Monday, and fish Table Rock, Taneycomo, and my lake. Maybe my lake more than once. And I would cover the airfare and any gear or whatever you need. I have more fishing gear than anybody, any human being could ever want. No, Johnny's online. It might be cheaper if I sent 59 people Fireball than it would be to fly somebody out here to fish. But I don't know. It was an idea that I had that I was kicking around that I thought would be a cool thing if people were interested, to pay for the airfare to come out and of course take care of them for 3 days and fish in these places where they might never fish. Just a thought. We're probably 2 or 3 months away from the 1,000,000th view. You see the rod? I got a rod in my car. Frank, you don't need to worry about hooks, brother. I got more hooks. Lots of hooks. No, thank you guys. Each and every one of you that show up for these and engage. It's what feeds kind of my fire to keep doing this is this family that we've developed on here, and it grows. It grows every time we do it. There's new people that join in and chime in, and it's a shame that we all live across the country and some of us in other parts of the world that we can't just like get together and hang out. I do have a standing offer. You want to come to my house and go fishing and have some food, you're more than welcome. Okay? Just saying. Maybe, Todd. I got a whole room of shit you haven't seen. Steven, that's okay. No, I put you on fish, Steven. We could go catch rock bass. I got you, Johnny. I got it down. Oh, I got another. Okay. I got you on the spook, Johnny. You're good. Johnny, you need to, all of you that have won tonight, you need to email me your address and your name at mjbfishingllc@gmail.com tonight, please. Okay. What Misty said right there. Tonight only, between now and Sunday. Today is Sunday. Between now and Wednesday, if you order one of my spooks from Misty and Steve, I will cut my commission in half. How about that? Well, James, that dog is not a quick learner. That's all I got to say about that. Mind you, the MJB Spooks come in a myriad of colors. I just prefer the white. That's my go-to. But you can get them painted whatever your heart does. If you like a tie-dyed spook, you can get one. But yeah, Misty, anybody that orders a spook between now and Wednesday, cut my deal in half. Merry Christmas. Okay, Matt. Settle down. Settle down. Steve Vaughn, they're right here directly talk to Misty. Oh, we'd leave the ramp. The ramp's like right there. I'm close to my ramp. I mean, I'm real close to it, but I'm up on the hill. Well, Baby T will get us in the water, Matt. I promise. A plethora. I love a plethora. It's a lot. Yes. Yeah, actually my ramp still sucks. Yeah. It needs to rain. I'm 15 feet of sediment due to the lake level. So I have to drive 15 minutes to launch my boat right now instead of 30 seconds. No. Nobody likes a muddy ramp. No. It's like drinking Budweiser all night. You're going to have a muddy ramp on the back of your bowl. Efren, have a great night. Merry Christmas, brother. When I come to Tucson, I hope you can take me fishing. Oh, I don't know. I'm sure I'll be online again between now and Christmas, but if you guys don't come back on, I really do, from the bottom of my family's heart, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to every one of you. We're all about to get busy in the next few weeks with family and commitments regarding the holidays, and I hope every one of you has a great Christmas and New Year's. How far is that from Branson, Michael? I got you, Misty. I will, I haven't heard from him either. We had, I didn't want to say anything. What did Sherry say? Good night, Sherry. I will, Matt. I'll tell you what. I will probably do something Christmas Eve. And I'll set it up. I'll be online. Whoever wants to jump on, I'll be there. I'll have some cocktails. Very informal. Not like this is formal. I think we got it good. I think we got good internet right now, Matt. But yes, Matt, Christmas Eve, I will be back online. Definitely. John Browning's got killer internet. I would love to have killer internet. John, by the way, I understand where you're coming at with the Ranger 188, but that's only like 8 inches longer than the boat I have. If I'm going to upgrade, it's going to be 2 foot plus bigger and a lot wider. And it's not that I don't like my boat. I love it. That boat changed my life. I would not be here doing this right now if it wasn't for that little aluminum boat. But where I want to go in the future, it's just not enough. I don't want to get rid of it, but I need something that's going to go 60 miles an hour. And I'm not going to pay 80 grand for a boat. Like I've said an hour ago, I don't have it like that. Like if I did, I'd already have it. I'm looking around the 30 grand mark. It's 2016, 17 ish with a 175 ish, 19 footer, preferably loaded. Size matters a ton, Steven. Right on, Randall. Okay, Brian, I do have some beef with Vexus boats. Okay, I've seen 4 of them for sale around here recently. They're not cheap. I mean, I can buy a glass boat 4 or 5 years old cheaper than I can buy an aluminum Vexus. The thing about the Vexus boats I've seen for sale, the 4 that I've looked at recently where the price got my attention, where it was like a 19-foot Vexus with a 150 on it, all of them have had their hulls replaced because they fell apart. That got my attention real quick. Why are their hulls falling apart? Steven, I'm like a tuna can. It's not very long, but it sure is round. I didn't either, Brian, until I started looking. I did not start looking at boats until I got home from the tournament. And I mean, there were only a handful of boats that were smaller than 18 feet. A handful. The rest of them were, there were 19, 21, 20-foot nitros everywhere, and Rangers. And it's not that I'm jealous that they had those, but if you do the math, it makes sense. You know, if you have 8 hours to fish, time is of the essence. So time equals horsepower and speed to get to where you need to go. I mean, and if I want to make that jump to that next level, that's what's, you know, got to happen. Otherwise, I could just keep doing this, and I will. But at the same time, I feel like I put myself in position to compete, and I can't compete at that level with 40 horsepower. I just can't. I was talking about boats too, Steven. I'll drive for 2 days to get a good deal on a boat, Jonathan. That means from here to Maine. Like, driving doesn't bother me. What bothers me is not capitalizing on a good deal. I know, Todd. You know what? Here's a fascinating thing that I learned about 3 years ago. A lot of these fishermen that you see that have these fancy boats, they buy them. There's only a few people in each region, say where there's a Bass Pro Shops, that are sponsored enough to get a boat. Most of them buy them, but they sell them every year, and you know, they break even or ish. But not all these guys that you see, they don't all get free boats. They're paying for them, but it's an expense to the business. And I'm willing to have that business expense, but I just can't do 80 grand. I could probably swing a $30,000 boat payment, but an $80,000 boat payment? No way. And I wouldn't do that to my family. That's true, Steve Vaughn. Weather is not such a big deal. I mean, obviously we're in tornado country. It could happen. But the lake is small where I live. There's a lot of this. So you avoid you don't get this massive weather like you would see like in Lake Michigan or Lake Erie, where you got 10-foot swells and your hose. In a boat like I have, it would be capsized in about a quarter of a second the minute you left the harbor. Yeah. Yeah, no shit, Jonathan. Matt, I will have Baby T make a decal that says sponsored by MJB Fishing for your boat. By the way, if you want an MJB Fishing sticker to put on your boat, email me at mjbfishingllc@gmail.com. the color of the sticker you would like, and I'll send you one. Everybody that won tonight will get one anyway. If you're still online and you won something, specify your color, please. Yeah, John, that's reality. So, like in north of where I'm at in Branson area, and it gets windy here, but the way that the lake works, you can always find a place to hide. Some of these places that I want to fish, like Devil's Lake, North Dakota, great example. It's a giant bowl, and it never is not windy. And there is world-class fishing there. Walleye, smallmouth. But, like, do you drive 13 hours and get to a lake that you can't put your boat in there? Responsibly. I mean, like, yeah, you can put it in there, but, you know, shit might go south. It's like... Steven Wolf, if I do not buy a real bass boat this year, my purchase is going to be a houseboat. There's a ton of them around here that are, you know, used, of course, but you can buy yourself a 30, 40-foot houseboat that will get the job done for under 10 grand. You can go park that thing in the middle of nowhere, and nobody's going to dick with you at all. I'm closer than the Cenex, Baby T. I'm just around the corner from the house. Baby T's home. Steven, I'm sorry you did not win tonight, brother. If you did, I would have let you know. Yeah, what would you buy now? If you didn't have one of these boats or whatever you have now currently, what would you buy? Glenn? Pretty much any color of the rainbow. What color would you like? Here's the deal. If you want a sticker, email me at mjbfishingllc@gmail.com the color that you would like, and I'll get it to you. Flowers? Jesus, Todd. Go to Costco, get some roses, give them to Christy. No. I have all the colors though, Steven. I don't have rainbow colored ones. Just to clarify, they're solid colors from black to white. So anything in between, RGB. Oh, Matt. That brings me to a point, you guys. I do have hats that have not been embroidered yet. They are ultra rare. They are black and red and blue and white. And I will have one cryptic camo hat. One. Those should... I'm probably going to drop those off this week, depending on the weather. You guys, I've been fishing for 2 months. until recently. I've been really putting a lot of effort into that whole tournament thing that happened. But I do have hats being made. They're going to be different from the ones that I had before, just because I want everything to be different. I don't want everybody to have the same thing. But there's going to be 10 blue and white hats with white lettering, and there's going to be 10 red and black with either red or white lettering, and 1 available for public cryptic camo. And once that's taken care of, that will be an option. I'm hoping to have that done before Christmas. So it takes a few weeks for them to make them. I have it done locally by a local shop. I probably pay a little more than I should, but I'm trying to, help out the local guy. John, for that kind of money, I would go find a used Bass Tracker Classic with a 50 horse. It's the same boat. In fact, it's bigger and has more storage for less than 10 grand. And you're going to find one, I guarantee it, with less than 30 hours on the motor. What's up, Evan? A deep V would make sense in places that get windy. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to overstep on the deep V-ness, but yeah, if I lived in a place where wind was a severe issue, I would go deep V all day long. If I couldn't swing a big glass boat, I would go deep V for sure. No, it'd be a blue, it's navy blue with a white back. It's going to have white lettering. I have them. They're in my bedroom. I need to get them done. I want to change how I do the stitching. I want to do that puff lettering, they call it, where it's more raised. Just something different than the last version. I want you guys to appreciate, where your hard-earned money goes. That's all. I want everybody to feel like they're individuals. Different. Oh, Steven, my mom just kind of reminded me, you know why it's MJB has 3 aces? I don't know if I ever said why that moniker even exists. But it has nothing to do with fishing. That's what the blue hat is to resemble. But there's only 10 of them. Steven, Sherry, MJB has 3 aces at gmail.com exists because the has 3 aces alludes to the 3 hole-in-ones I've had in golf. That's how that happened. MJB has 3 aces. I wasn't playing poker. I was playing golf. And yes, my mom and dad witnessed my second hole-in-one. My brother and Pete Held witnessed the first one, and the third one was on Thanksgiving Day of 07. It was witnessed by Kelly Armstrong and 2 freak shows that they put us with. I have the scorecards for all of them. I have the balls for all of them. Maybe we do a whole show about golf one night. You guys will love that. Okay, Matt, settle down. I saw what you did, Matt. Yeah, keep me posted on how that works. I'm about to do a video about why I hate the Terova. Anytime, Matt. Don't threaten me with a good time. You know what? I played golf 2 to 3 times a week for 18 years when I lived in Arizona. That is no bullshit. My mom will vouch for that. Sometimes more. When I moved here, I played golf 5 days after I moved here up at Ozark National, which is probably one of the top 5 golf courses I've ever played at in my life, between Washington State and New York City. You could eat off the fairway. It's nice. I'm taking a break. Golf's like riding a bike. But I am so focused on what I'm doing now with, I got my family too. Yeah. I don't want you guys to think that my family gets neglected, but, I got little kids. They do things. But I've played probably 6,000 rounds of golf already, and I'm not even 50 yet. I got tons of time left to play golf. But if any of you want to play for money, I'll move some shit around. What about hockey? I'm retired from that. It's been a long time. I have been golfing and fishing. So I stopped competitively playing hockey when I was about 20. I didn't get drafted. And that's the way it goes. Not everybody, very few people get drafted in the NHL. And rather than chase that dream, I could have went and played junior hockey and paid to play hockey in places around the country. But I decided to follow in my family's footsteps. I was a 5th generation bricklayer initially. Nobody knew my back was jacked up. I didn't know. I mean, I knew I was jacked up from playing hockey and just being an idiot growing up. But I didn't know how hurt I was until I got a little older, until I got into my mid-20s. And then I realized that hockey and the things that led up to that were going to not cripple me, but it sucks. It sucks getting up every day when your hands don't work and, your knees hurt, your back hurts, your neck hurts, you're sore from a lot of this. And, it is what it is. I mean, hockey was a lifetime ago for me. The hockey that you watch now is not the same game I played growing up. Not even close. It was a much more violent game. And I was good at the violent part of it. Good call, Matt. Yeah, hobbies are expensive. I can afford to play golf. But you know what I kind of lost sight of? When I was in Arizona and Washington, I had people that wanted to play golf with me all the time. I had, in Arizona, it was my extended family, my friends. In Washington, I played a lot of golf with my brother. An amazing, astonishing amount of golf. Like 160 rounds a year. But when I started moving further away from these people that I did these things with, the less desire I had to play golf. If I had a buddy that lived in Branson that wanted to play golf once a week, I would play golf once a week. But Everybody that lives around here wants to go fishing. And I understand that, and I want to do that. But it would be cool to run into a golfer and be like, hey, you want to go play golf? Sure. $100%, Matt. I don't give a shit about what I shoot anymore. I just care that when I get done with 4.5 hours of being out there, that we laughed. I don't take it too seriously any longer. I know, Christopher. I'm looking. I'm watching. D-Beck, I've been kicked out of real golf courses for less. I'll tell you right now. That's a whole different show. I would love to get these people on here and talk with me about us getting kicked out of places, because that, you guys would love that. I mean, I've been kicked out of a Chili's and a TGI Fridays and another bar in the same day. And we're talking about noon till 10 o'clock at night. Yeah, and a golf course. So 4 places kicked us out. Johnny, I do walleye fishing on accident. They seem to like to bite my crankbaits. But yeah, every once in a while, I'll hook into a keeper walleye. I let them go. The biggest walleye I ever caught was in New Jersey at a lake called Lake Hopatcong. It was a 5-pounder. Caught on a perch, 12 to 14 foot crankbait. It's the first walleye I've ever caught, in fact, and it was also the biggest. The ones I've caught out here are around 20 inches, so I'm guessing 3 pounds. I've never done ice fishing. Now, Johnny, I would love to go ice fishing, but I have like a few things that have to happen. A, I need a fat ass tent. I need good chairs, and I need the Mr. Buddy heater and a TV. So if you can swing that, I'll go ice fishing with you. But like to just freeze my ass off sitting on a 5-gallon bucket, that ain't happening. John, walleye is the best fish I've ever eaten. I've eaten it one time, and it was in East Grand Forks, Minnesota, right on the Red River. It's basically you cross the bridge and you're in North Dakota. But I had deep fried walleye with a proper tartar sauce, and it was delicious. I did not know I was eating fish. That's how good it was. I could probably swing it without the TV, Johnny. Yeah, it'd probably be okay if we didn't have the TV. I got iPads and all kinds of weirdness. But yeah, dude, crappie is something I want to get into. I've never eaten a crappie, Matt. I bought a deep fryer just for this, but Tabitha said if I cook a fish in it, it's over. I got to buy her one that doesn't have fish in it. They're not into fish. I think if they had deep fried walleye or crappie, though, they might change their tune. I've heard that, Todd. And Misty, I think that would be a great event. What do they call those? It's not a catch. I mean, obviously it's catch and cook according to the YouTube sensation, but it's... we could have a crappie fry. Yeah, and there's another deal. Like, so we do a crappie tournament, okay? Let's do a crappie tournament. And at the end, we cook them and eat them. Who's on board for that? I believe you, Steven. I've never had crappie, though. I've never eaten a crappie in my life, but I would. Blue cat. James Barrett. John, have a great night, brother. Thank you very much for being here. Oh, shit. Todd, I catch bluegill the size of my hand out here, and I just toss them back like they're toys. Are they really that good to eat? Steven, if we did a shore lunch tournament, would you come? That's helpful, Christopher, because guess what? I couldn't fillet a fish to save my life. I've never done it. I can clean a trout or a salmon, but anything to do with fillet, I've never personally done it. Bluegill is great to eat. Does anybody know what a bluegill? I caught a bluegill that was the size of a pasta plate that was gold in color. Is anybody familiar with that? Out of Bull Shoals in the Arkansas side. Jim Matthews. What's up, Jim? All right. Steven, the live scope is about 80% hooked up right now. I cut it short to make all this happen tonight with proper internet because our internet, everybody knows it's horse shit. But I'll be done. I'll be using it tomorrow. I'm going to go home tonight and button it up. I had to take all the panels off, throttle back, to feed. I ran a marine SO cord. I'm basically preparing for future. So what's going to happen is from the batteries to the dash, we'll have a fused connection for additions later. But right now that cord's going all the way from the back. It's going to snake around through the helm and then go up underneath the casting deck and make up to the GLS 10 unit, which is the Panoptix live scope. When I do change up how things are, which I'm going to add a battery under there. I just don't know what to do yet there. I've been seeing all kinds of weirdness about people posting what kind of battery you need, and some guy was like, I used a battery today, it lasted 5 hours. And I'm like, 5 hours? That's not even a half a day. So I need 12 hours of battery per day for it to make sense to me, which according to his numbers, I'm going to need a 28 to 30 amp hour battery to run live scope and the fish finder all day for 12 hours. Here's a dumbass question, because lithium is new to me in the sense of boating and etc. Do you need a different charger if you have a lithium battery? Because honestly, I'm not gonna bullshit you. I don't mess around with lithium ever. Even in my trade, I don't mess with lithium. Oh, James, there's catfish all over my lake under 3 pounds. I've caught them live online. I caught a 6-pounder one night live. I don't know if you were watching, James, but that was pretty fun on a Ned rig. Christopher, hook me up, brother. I like that idea. I'm trying to contain the live scope system and not tax anything else. Cheers. Steve, dude. So, in case you didn't know, Steve is the inspiration behind the fuse cell under the dash, which is what I initially, why I ran what I did throughout my boat. And you guys are going to see this. I'll be done with my live scope by tomorrow morning. Hopefully have the video out by Tuesday. How I did it. Anyway, a ton of people have done it, but I'm going to show you what I did. And I ran from the cranking battery all the way up underneath my casting deck, and I have enough wire where I can split that off and drop the wire in under the casting deck for a lithium or whatever battery makes sense, and have the fuse cell underneath the helm. That actually I first saw Steve Guzman do that, and I was like, I need to do that. So it's all set up for that. It's just I'm working backwards. My house, Matt. Sherry, much love. I hope everything's going good and was snatchy. Matt, if you somehow show up at my house and the water's 75 degrees or warmer, I will wear the USA Speedo and jump in the water just to make sure that the ladder still works on the back of my boat. I've only caught a 6-pound flathead out at my house, and that was live on the internet on a Ned rig. Everybody saw it that was watching. Copy that, Todd. Great idea. Gilbert, have a great night. Thank you, brother. Merry Christmas. Matt, I'll threaten you with a good time every time you get on here. Wendy, when are you coming back out here? Puddin' belly, I thought was Brian. I'm trying to lose my puddin' belly, you guys, but damned if these holidays aren't rough on puddin' bellies. I guess I'm so new at fishing, I don't know what sand bass are. I've heard of sand sharks. Sand sharks are a big deal where I'm from. Beer bellies are not cheap, Matt. I mean, a lot of money goes into achieving a proper beer belly. Glenn, I've already talked. By the way, Glenn, here's your lure. That's Glenn's. Hold on. I'm all hung up. I don't know how I got hung up on my own fishing. And this is the other guy's. It's coming, Glenn. Everything's coming this week. I hope you got my message the other day. Yeah, they're right here, Glenn. I got you. I don't know how many of you saw this, but we had a major fire at my work 2 weeks ago. I've been pretty tied up for the last couple weeks. So if everything that I have never not delivered. So it's everything is coming, you guys. Glenn, I'm only talking to Glenn, by the way. But yeah, I owe Glenn a spook. So it's the same size, dude. It is. Look. Here. They are the same size, I promise. They look like twins. Twinsies. No, they're the same size, Johnny. Settle down. It's all my fault. The fact that Glenn does not have his spook right now, I accept full responsibility for. It is my fault. I make no excuses. Where's yours, Misty? Tell Steven to get out in the goddamn garage and make some. Get off his dead ass and get to work. Hey, why there's laziness at Misty's house, I have no control over. Zero. Yeah. Clark Griswold's great grandfather wired it, and he was a teacher. That's what happened. He was an electrician. He was probably taught English at Branson Middle School. Oh, Matt, are you gonna make tri-tips when you come out to my house? Are you going to throw the tri-tips on the pit boss? I'm just curious. Hey, but in all honesty, you guys, we're 2 hours into this. I am eternally grateful for each and every one of you guys, for all of your continued support, for being here, for contributing. And every day I feel grateful for all of you. And that's why I do this. And I think that's why you guys all come back. But again, I'm in the middle. There will be a video about the Panoptics coming out in the next day or two. I'm fishing tomorrow if it's not pissing down rain. Period. I don't care. But I will be live Christmas Eve. I hope to see all of you guys there. And thank you guys so much for everything. Everything. For the last 4 years, for those of you that have been here that long, and everybody in between. I appreciate all of you. Thank you. I'm going to have a shot of Fireball. God bless Fireball sponsorship. But like I said, Merry Christmas to all of you if I don't see you between now and Christmas Eve. And be safe. Have a great holiday. See you guys real soon. Thank you very much.